Greetings. We are looking at population standard deviation. Population standard deviation. Please remember to subscribe. Find the population standard deviation of the following data set. How many values do we have in this population? 6 is correct. This formula calculates the population standard deviation. This symbol, lowercase sigma, is the standard deviation of all values in a population. This symbol, uppercase sigma or capital sigma, is the summation. In other words, we're going to find the sum of all the values that we calculate here. X is representing each value in the data set. Each value in the data set. This symbol mu calculates the mean or the average of the values in the data set. This n is the number of values in the data set. So let's work out first of all the mean. Now to calculate the mean, what we do, we find the sum of all these values. We're not working with the summation symbol yet. However, the summation symbol simply means to find the sum of a set of values. And in this case, we're finding the mean. So we find the sum of these values and we divide by the number of these values. That's how we find the average, correct? So we have done that here and we got 24. We find the average of the values, in other words, sum of the values divided by the number of values. We have 6 of them and we got 24 when we found the mean. So the next step, according to the formula, is to take from each value in the data set the mean, which is 24. So we're going to take from 18, 24. We take from 19, 24. You wonder how we're going to do that, right? Because 24 is larger. Well, we'll get what? A negative value. Let's create a table, and the table will help us to do that. From each of these values, we're going to subtract the mean, 24. So in each of these we'll put what? Correct, 24. Then we're going to carry the instruction, which is to take from each value the mean. So we're going to take 24 from 18 and we get what? Negative 6. We're going to take from 19, 24, and then that will give us negative 5. Again, negative 5, positive 1, positive 4, and positive 11. Now we get, this should be a positive 11, not negative. This is an error. This should be a positive 11. The next step is to square each value or each result, each of the answers that we got. So each of these answers we're going to square, and that should give us the result we're looking for before we find the sum. So when we square negative 6, that will give us what? Correct. That should give us 36. 25 is correct for the next one. So we're squaring each value under x minus mu, or x minus the mean. Okay, remember this is an error. This should be positive 11, but still we end up with the correct answer because negative 11 times negative 11 give us positive 121, just as 11 squared is 121. Okay, but remember not to include this if you're writing it down, but not to include the minus sign or negative sign, that is. Next, we're going to find the sum of the values that we got for this portion. It's going to find the sum of all these values. What answer did you get in your calculator? That's correct. It should be 224. The next step is to replace what we have on top. In other words, the numerator should be 24, and we're going to replace n with what it represents. The sum of the number of values that we have, which is going to be what? 6. 6 is correct. So we should have 224. That is the result from top for the numerator, and divide by 6 we get, that should give us 37.333 recurring, and when we find the square root of it, we get 6.1, and this is our answer for the population standard deviation. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.